Test 1 2. Okay. Well, here we are, Season of the Haunted, and I am a very bad blueberry, and I already have my first lesson learned. I had a whole bunch of Ingrams saved up with Banshee, Zavala. I had over 100 with Gambit that I was going to break down into parts. And my first lesson for the new season is that when the season resets, all of that stuff goes with it. So I should have done that earlier today whenever I was on this morning, and I didn't. Also, I logged in with my Titan already, so I got the first cutscene. I don't know if it's going to play it again, but we are going to be trying for solar. Let's go ahead and get started. You saw there I'm at 1538 light level. Solar 3.0 is available now. Board the Leviathan, explore Kalus's once opulent ship, discover its treasure, and face the nightmares that haunt its halls. Okay, draw your Sith. A new and scalable activity Scythe, will pit you against hordes of enemies and challenging nightmare bosses. That's interesting. Sever new nightmares. Enter the labyrinthine underbelly and new weekly missions and uncover the source of Kalus's power. And reap the rewards. New weapons and a new exotic. Join armaments last seen within the coveted collection of the Emperor. Okay, I'm going to have to change this ship here eventually, but not right now. Let's open director and go to the moon. Operation Midas. Board the Leviathan, uncover where it has been, and learn why it has returned. We're going to be trying to put together a solar build also. But
it is the beginning of
this
the
first.
end. A dormant herald of the collapse stirs in its lunar tomb. Where once we banished the nightmares, a new terror rouses them from their slumber. Kalus, the Emperor of the Cabal, betrayed by his own daughter and cast into exile. Now obsessed with a voice calling to him from within the darkness. But we will not cower in fear of nightmares. We will do as Guardians have always done. We will rise to meet the enemy and confront our darkest fears with open eyes.
All right, that was cool. This is the cutscene that I saw whenever I first logged in, so I'm happy that we were able to catch that on video.
Vanguard reconnaissance up Midas is go. Guardian, the exiled Emperor Kalus has anchored his ship off the moon. Keitel's fleet is holding a perimeter. Eris Morn, our subject expert and lunar field agent, will oversee your mission.
Shortly after the Leviathan's arrival, it emitted a disruptive frequency.
We assumed the broadcast was comms interference.
But then the Pyramid responded. I believe a connection has been made. Your task is to confirm that notion and assess the danger.
All right. Hey, LPM. Oh. Yeah, just spam. All right, hold on, guys. I gotta see if I can get rid of a spammer. Okay, I just blocked them. And there we go. So, let's investigate. First of all, I have a masterwork shotgun here. This is reckless endangerment. Let's give it, I don't know, a major spec, I suppose. And Burnished Dreams, I think, is what I'm going. Oh, that's nice. Golly, that's good looking. All right, now I know that these glaives are going to be phenomenal. The problem is that Sunshot might be really, really outstanding for this build. So I'm already looking at my first problemo there. Let's go ahead and load the glaive up. But we'll get this changed over to Burnished Dreams also. Okay. I think this one's already set. Yes, it is. Okay. Machine guns are going to be a big deal in this go through. And I have these here. These are meant for solar builds. Currently, I have Armamentarium loaded up, which seems like it would be good for any kind of build. Let's move over to Sunbreaker. Okay. So I'll tell you what, we're not going to look at that just yet. What am I using? I'm using Rally Barricade, High Lift, Shield Throw, Axion Bolt, Controlled Demolition, hitting a target with Void Ability or Volatile Explosion makes them volatile. Okay. And Offensive Bulwark. While you have an Overshield or Inside Ward of Dawn, your grenade charges significantly faster. You have increased melee range and damage, and melee final blows extend the duration of your Overshield. I mean, it sounds pretty nice. Melee final blows grant grenade energy. Melee final blows start health regeneration. Defeating targets with grenades grants volatile rounds to your void weapons. And finisher final blows grant invisibility. Okay. We'll just kind of, you can see my stats here. Just kind of run with this initially for these first missions, and then we can hopefully start buying fragments.
The House of Callis falls to rot, and his loyalists have abandoned their posts. Ikora has spoken of these fungal growths before, in reference to the derelict Cabal cruiser, Glycon Volatus. This does not bode well.
We can hopefully buy some fragments once we're done with this initial season mission. Perpetual Motion, okay. I haven't played this Titan in a long time. I've been saving him for season 17.
This is not the way.
Find an alternative route, okay. Are we on his ship? Is that the moon right there that we're looking at? Because it's weird terrain for being a ship. Maybe some kind of a platform.
Do you see the phantoms? Strange that they have left the moon. They were generated by the lunar pyramid, dredged trauma like scorch marks lifted from a ruin.
I gotta learn how to play this guy all over again. But I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Is the entire vessel infested? More phantoms congregating around something.
I don't see these phantoms that she's talking about.
On the moon, phantoms and nightmares alike were attracted to remnants of light, refracting them into weaponized projections of fear and doubt.
Okay.
Vines fused to spine and skull, stimulating brain activity. An experiential perpetuity, endlessly feeding the egregore.
That looks like a phantom.
Eris, do you see her?
Zavala,
Don't let her go.
Lightbearer, I have seen your kind before. You seek oblivion.
this could be a trap.
It's not. Pursue this lead.
Odyssey, proceed with caution.
Okay. Okay, platform there, platform right here. Come on.
She's gone.
Nightmares exploit a target's vulnerabilities. They do not make contact at random. But I do not believe this is the Guardian's nightmare. Stow your weapons. That cabal radiates foul energy. Keep from sight.
Stow your weapon. Keep from. How do I stow my weapon? I don't.
Destroy the Arc conduit.
Where's that at? Oh, it's gotta be that. Okay.
You've been seen. Move.
Come and see.
Egregore spores open one's consciousness to darkness, allowing passage through fungal barriers. Agitate the pod and coat yourself, but take care.
Right here.
We do not know what else lurks in that shared abstraction.
Okay. So I'm coated.
When you see, you will know what must be done.
That door leads to Callus's throne. The helm's instruments detect it is radiating pyramid resonance.
She's guiding us to Callus.
One of Callus's contraptions.
Uh-oh.
It is time to leave. Hold fast. I will retrieve you.
Whew.
Something has placed itself between us. I cannot reach you.
I don't know what to do here. Yeah. I gotta get used to my guy again. Like, I'm very, very unfamiliar with shotguns and... Maybe...
It is time to leave. Hold fast. I will retrieve you.
Maybe the glaive would work here.
Something has placed itself between us. I cannot reach you.
Uh-oh. Bad time for a reload.
Straight ahead.
I don't have any grenades available or anything. Yeah. Had a bad feeling about that.
It is time to leave. Hold fast. I will retrieve you.
Run, run, run.
Straight ahead.
Okay, so we're not supposed to really pause and fight anything. Oh yeah.
I'm calling in your ship.
Okay. What now? Okay.
The lunar pyramid stirs to the Leviathan's call. It manifests our deepest regrets. They wear familiar faces and speak with familiar voices.
Remember your last advisor, Zavala. You trust this one's judgment?
I can bind these nightmares to us, grant us safe passage through the ship.
Hive magic. You would doom us all.
I know what I'm asking you to confront.
Do you?
The rules have bent around us. We must also bend.
Madness. Your witchcraft plays right into my father's hands. Find someone else for your ritual.
Your regrets will follow you, Empress. Let me offer protection.
My armor is protection enough. I will lead the charge. You need only follow.
Oh, this seems like it's gonna go badly.
No matter what happens, do not break the circle. This will anchor our offerings. Now, tithe your weights to the crown.
My heart, from a time long past.
My memory, from one life to the next.
This guy again. Why can't we get rid of this dude?
Song of Sothona, your words are mine to command. Borlog, Ayat.
Eris!
Chords plucked in offered throats bind chorus. Echoes once dissonant, exhumed, find harmony in binding flesh. It burdens. It burdens. It burdens until the choir relents, accepting.
I don't think I'd be a part of something like this.
We are bound.
Uh-oh. I recognize that dude. Okay. So do I have anything in my post office box? No. And did I pick anything up that I can... I need a non-elite right here so I can get over to Sunshot. But I guess it's not an immediate need because I need to find out if I can buy fragments for this first. I also need a chest piece so I can get over to the leggings. That's if I'm going to use them. What do we got here? Clan banner. And then seasonal artifact. Okay. And if I check quests, present this talisman to an awoken warrior. That's something else. The Queen beckons. Queen of Worms. Symphony of Death. Collect bones from public events near the Hellmouth. This is stuff that I was working on for Luna. Defeat a primeval found within Gambit. Step 1. Okay. So I'm not seeing... Trespasser sidearm. Be the danger. Reloading. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Okay. It's an energy weapon. Full bore. Optimized for distance. Greatly increases range, giving it a 59. Decreases stability, slightly decreases handling speed. Rounds ricochet off hard surfaces, increases stability and slightly increases range. Be the danger. Final blows with unrepentance. Super bursts automatically reload your weapon and provide an unrepentant super burst. Smooth grip. This weapon is slightly easier to hold and aim. Unrepentant. Reloading after defeating a target causes the next burst to be a longer, more powerful super burst. Impact is 75, and it shoots 491 per minute. That's pretty good impact at a high rate of fire. Okay, it's an arc-based weapon. I have the Monte Carlo loaded up here also. Weapon damage reduces melee ability cooldown. Which I assume is at the Markov chain. Dealing damage with this weapon reduces your melee cooldown and grants a chance to fully charge your melee ability with each kill. Markov chain. This weapon gains increased damage from melee kills and kills with this weapon. Melee kills grant ammo for this weapon. Okay. I guess I would go with XP here. For right now. And detect caches, I think. That's fully charged for right now. Well, hold on. Do I want that, or do I want to be able to find certain kinds of ammo, like high resilience or high discipline? Maybe go. Intellect, mobility. Strength. There's resilience. It's cheaper to get the resilience. Let's give that a shot. That leaves me 2 then that I can apply right here. Okay. Vanguard operations. Okay, seasonal heirloom, synaptic spear. Isn't that what we had the last time? Okay. So I don't think we want that one. I still have a few to get. Okay, let's head to the tower and go talk to Ikora Ray and see if we can maybe get something going for these aspects. I really need a different ship. Is it collections, equipment, ships? Collections, equipment, ships. Let's just see what's what here.
Okay.
Status pending. This is not a
Wings of the Firebird. Oh,
I can fix this.
do I have that? I don't think I have that.
That can't be right.
Yeah, okay.
Assignment in progress.
Okay, now I can see what they look like whenever I have them.
Task list updated. There are tasks to be completed. Move along.
And Media Res is pretty nice. I might go with that. What do you look like?
The traveler watches over us. Service log updated.
It's interesting. City Apex is okay also.
There are tasks to be completed. Move along.
Okay, where was in Media Res? I like this one.
I told him to do this yesterday.
standing in a corner for like an hour yesterday.
That's pretty nice looking Tangled Rust. Oh, slick. Okay, well I could play with this all day, but we're not going to.
My programming tells me it is a very nice day.
I can definitely.
We're going to go ahead and get this. Reacquire.
The tasks must be submitted through the proper channels.
over the Pacific.
My
I
programming
don't have
tells
training
me
for that.
it is a very nice
It's
day.
the Vex that scares me the most, to be honest. At least we can understand the other ones. I don't have training for that.
Service log
I think that's sharp looking.
tasks underway.
And go with that. I've used that before. That whole Batman look. I think I used it on my Titan actually.
New tasks must
Okay.
be submitted through the proper channels.
Good enough for right now. Let's go down to Ikora Ray.
Guardian?
I know,
Oh.
it's a cliche.
Sure.
Heavy does it. This is a fine looking piece of Cabal scrap. But it needs to be rebuilt before you can use it in the field. No trespassing. This came in for you. Tech is fallen. Could ask splicers. Yeah. So you can see I'm in the process of getting that catalyst. Welcome to my little game of tribute, the projection says. If you want your treasure, you'll have to pay in blood. You are a trespasser in my home, just as the fallen trespass in your home. Rid your home of the trespassers, and my gift will be yours. Okay, so this is the catalyst for the trespasser. Trace rifle, shotgun I want, machine gun I want, solar weapon I want. Okay.
What do you seek?
And I just want to confirm that I've got everything that I can get from Void. I assume I do, because I mean I played a whole Chronicle with this guy, but it's always nice to make sure. Okay. Grow your solar light powers. Hammer of Soul. Summon a flaming hammer. Now I'm a noob. I've heard these hammer things. Apparently they're like legendary. But I don't really know that for myself. Summon a flaming hammer and wreak destruction down upon your enemies. Left click, throw your hammer at foes. Upon impact, your hammers shatter into explosive molten shards. Okay. Burning Maul. Summon a flaming maul and crush your enemies with the force of an earthquake. Spin the maul in a circle around you, damaging nearby targets. Spin the maul in a circle around you, damaging nearby targets. Right-click to slam the maul to the ground and create a cyclone of flames that seeks targets. Well, that sounds pretty cool. These are super abilities. Okay.
Yes, of course.
So we've got that. Class abilities. Got the regular barricade. We can buy the rally barricade. What's the difference here? Just larger cover versus weapon reload speed, stability, and range.
Then take it.
Okay, melees. We have 2 melees to pick from, which is different from Void. Throwing hammer. Throw a hammer from a distance. Picking up a thrown hammer fully recharges your melee ability. If the hammer struck a target, picking it up grants Cure. What does Cure do? Hammer Strike. After sprinting for a short time, use this melee ability to swing a blazing hammer that scorches your target and deals damage in a cone behind them. If your target is defeated by Hammer Strike, they ignite.
Yes, of course.
Okay, then we have our movements.
It's yours.
Get both of those. High lift. Jump while airborne, activate lift and launch into the air to greater heights. Strafe lift, jump while airborne, activate lift and launch into the air with strong directional control. And catapult lift. Activate lift and launch in the air with a strong initial burst of momentum. That's what I tend to, that's what I'm used to because I play my Warlock a lot. Okay, grenades. Make things go boom. Alright, we have the Thermite Grenade, a grenade that sends forth a burning line of fire, dealing damage and scorching targets in its path. I don't know if I like that one. It's just a burning line of fire. Okay. We have a Trip Mine Grenade, an explosive grenade that sticks to surfaces and detonates when targets pass through its laser trigger, dealing damage and moderately scorching them. We have Incendiary Grenades, a grenade that explodes in a fiery burst and heavily scorches nearby targets. Solar Grenade, a grenade that creates a flare of solar light that continuously damages and scorches targets trapped inside. Trapped inside. That sounds a little bit like Vortex, but it doesn't say anything about pulling things in. Swarm Grenade, a grenade that detonates on impact, releasing multiple drones that seek nearby targets. Each drone slightly scorches affected targets. Fusion Grenade, an explosive grenade that attaches to targets, damaging and moderately scorching them on detonation. Firebolt Grenade, a grenade that unleashes bolts of damaging solar light at nearby targets and slightly scorches them. And Healing Grenade, a grenade that cures allies on impact and creates an orb of benevolent solar light, granting restoration to allies when picked up. Swarm and Incendiary look the best. I want to go Swarm.
Very well.
And then I'm going to come back to grenades because there's a lot of glimmer that we could drop on that alone. Aspects and fragments. Aspects. Soul Invictus. Solar ability Final Blows. Hammer of Soul impacts. And defeating scorched targets creates sunspots. Your abilities regenerate faster and your super drains more slowly while standing in a sunspot. Sunspots apply scorch and deal damage to targets inside. Entering a sunspot applies restoration, so we get healed. Enemies get hurt, and we regen our abilities faster. That's pretty nice. Roaring Flames, Final Blows with solar abilities or ignitions increase the damage of your solar abilities, and it stacks 3 times. Or Consecration. While sliding, activate your charged melee ability to launch a wave of solar energy forward, damaging and scorching targets in front of you as you leap into the air. Activate your charged melee ability while sliding to launch a wave of solar energy forward, damaging and scorching targets in front of you as you leap into the air. While airborne, activate your charged melee again to slam to the ground and create a second larger wave of damaging solar energy. If the wave hits a scorched target, they ignite. I am not used to using my slide, but that sounds awesome. That sounds phenomenal, actually.
Very well.
Increase the damage of your solar abilities and stacks 3 times. That sounds really strong too. Okay. And then the fragments. So we already have this one. Ember of Torches. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. What does radiant mean? Like maybe you do solar damage while you're radiant? Powered melee attacks make you and nearby allies radiant. Ember of Combustion. Final blows with your solar super cause targets to ignite. Ember of Singeing. Your class ability recharges faster when you scorch targets. Ember of Benevolence. Applying Restoration, Cure, or Radiant to allies grants increased grenade, melee, and class ability regeneration for a short duration. Increased grenade, melee, and class ability regen for a short duration. Okay. So this is almost like a restoration priest. There are things that make the Titan a healer, a support class. Ember of Beams. Your solar super projectiles have stronger target acquisition. So they track better? Or? Ember of Tempering. Solar weapon final blows grant you and your allies increased recovery for a short duration, and it stacks 3 times. While Ember of Tempering is active, your weapons have increased airborne effectiveness. I could see some people using that in a build, in an airborne build. Ember of Blistering. Defeating targets with solar ignitions grants grenade energy. Defeating targets with solar ignitions grants... Yeah, I would want that. Yeah, we're gonna...
Then take it.
Get that. Ember of Solace. Radiant and restoration effects applied to you have increased duration. So that's a little bit like Devour, huh? Ember of Eruption. Your solar ignitions have increased area of effect. What's this build off of? Defeating targets with solar ignitions. Okay, so ignitions might be something to build on. And then Ember of Searing. Defeating scorched targets grants melee energy. That sounds nice too. So these fragments are expensive. So I'm just going to start
Very well.
acquiring what I can.
Then take it.
And now I need more Glimmer.
Stay strong, Titan.
Which means I
We'll
probably want to
crush
set
these
this
would-be
up
saviors together, Guardian.
for increased Glimmer. Okay. Let's learn it.
Pardon me. These are troubling times.
I think I want the Rally Barricade. I mean, this is easier to use, but I probably need to learn how to use this one. I like that Catapult Lift. I think. Throwing Hammer or Hammer Strike. After sprinting for a short time. Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, no, this is something different. After sprinting for a short time, use this melee ability to swing a blazing hammer that scorches your target and deals damage in a cone behind them. No, I like this one right here.
Many of us are losing
Throw a hammer from a distance. Picking up a thrown hammer fully recharges your melee ability. If the hammer struck a target, picking it up grants a cure. Yeah, I like that. Thermite Grenade? No. Let's go with a swarm grenade, a grenade that detonates on impact, releasing multiple drones that seek nearby targets. Each
We'll
drone
crush
slightly
these
scorches
would-be saviors
affected
together,
targets. It
Guardian.
has a base cooldown of 1:31, which is actually quicker than this one. Okay, over here, final blows with solar abilities or ignitions increase the damage of your solar abilities, and this stacks 3 times. This one sounds really cool to me, but I think I'd have to kind of learn how to use it. I think I'm going to start off by pairing these two.
Are troubling
Solar
times.
ability final blows. Hammer of Soul impacts and defeating scorched targets creates sunspots. Yeah, I want sunspots. Okay. So that one works off of scorched targets. This does scorching. After enough scorch stacks are applied to the target, they ignite.
You have questions?
So scorch leads to ignition, it looks like.
The darkness is once again on our doorstep.
Great, Amanda. Then we can... Sorry. How many rounds? Is that a tradition, or did you just pick a number?
I really don't want anything that gives me a malice. Your solar super projectiles have stronger target acquisition. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies radiant. That might be nice. Defeating scorched targets grants melee energy. Okay, I like that one. Solar weapon final blows grant you and your allies increased recovery, and it stacks 3 times. And weapons have increased airborne effectiveness whenever that's active. Okay.
You have questions?
Defeating targets with solar ignitions grants grenade energy. I like that.
The Vanguard will survive this.
Radiant and restoration effects applied to you have increased duration. I might go with that one. Your solar ignitions have increased area of effect. Let's run that.
These people are friends. Friends surround me.
Powered melee attacks against combatants makes you and nearby allies radiant versus radiant and restoration effects applied to you have increased duration. So you have increased duration versus frequency. I think I want to try frequency. So we're running with Ember of Searing, Ember of Blistering, Ember of Eruption, and Ember of Torches with Roaring Flames, Soul Invictus, and Swarm Grenade. Oh, here it explains. Scorch. The target is singed by destructive solar light, taking damage over time. Scorch damage increases as the target accumulates more scorch stacks. After enough scorch stacks are applied to the target, they ignite. Ignition, a large solar explosion which deals damage in an area around the target. Wow, man. This sounds a lot like a fire mage from World of Warcraft. Burning Maul versus Hammer of Soul.
These are troubling times.
Your hammer shatter into molten shards. Explosive molten shards. Left click to spin them all in a circle around you. Right click to slam to the ground and create a cyclone of flames. That sounds pretty cool to me. And it's a shorter cooldown. I'm going to go with Burning Maul. Okay.
We'll crush these would-be saviors together, Guardian.
Alright, so we need to get set up here as best as we can.
Wait.
Defeating a combatant with your super. Combatant weapon final blows with a damage type that matches your subclass. You know what? Let's really kind of not worry about it right now.
You have questions?
Orb of Powers. Yeah, we'll take that. Oh, damage matching
The
your
Vanguard
subclass.
will survive this.
We'll just make
The
sure we
last
have this
city
loaded
will
up.
survive this.
I guess give me recovery. We're set here. Actually take this off. So you see that I have a lot of improvement I can make.
Keep it together, girl.
Pardon me. These are troubling times.
Yeah, I apparently learned a lot once I was actually done with my Chronicle with my Titan. Because I got a lot of stuff to do with this equipment. This is pretty bad. Let's go with 3 on the grenades. And what's this one do? Finisher? No, I don't want to do that. What about this? Requires 1/10.
We'll
No.
crush these would-be
Reduces grenade cooldown when using your class. Okay, bomber. Yeah, bomber would be good. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's bountiful. I'm not doing charged with light right now. Bomber. Okay. There we go. So I got a lot of work to do. All right, what do I do next?
Excuse me. My mind was somewhere else.
I guess I can just kind of go do... I don't have a season quest. We could go to the moon and get started on that. I should probably do that.
We have your back, Guardian.
Do you carry the Daito models?
Moon. Nightmare Hunt.
Trust me, this is worth the price.
Got here. Derelict Leviathan. That's going to be the raid that opens up on Friday, I think. Psyops Battleground. I think this was part of the Shadow Keep.
Trust me, this is worth the price.
Luna's Calling. Complete the memory quest for Eris to find mementos of her lost fire team. See, things are going to get a little confusing because there's like cross-contamination from Shadowkeep. Commune with the Crown of Sorrow aboard the helm. Okay. Commune with the Crown of Sorrow aboard the helm. War table. The Leviathan returns. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. There we go. Alright, cool. We're on our way. They have a better intro there for the helm. Okay, so I actually have 2 markers here. What's this marker for? Do I have anything marked here? I do not. Maybe here?
I didn't expect your people to deploy a cannon quite that large. I don't think the Hive did either.
A cannon is unexceptional, no matter the size. But a Guardian with the tusks to climb into one and fire themselves at a Hive command ship?
When death is no longer an obstacle, it becomes a remarkable teacher.
Lessons learned in your crucible.
And the Iron Banner. Lord Saladin is very proud.
He may not appreciate the comparison, but he thinks like a Primus.
Empress, I know this is a sensitive topic, but how long do you believe your forces can commit to a sustained war against our enemies?
Until the last of us draws their final breath.
Wow.
We have a loose assessment of your numbers, estimates on your fleet in orbit. If this is to become a permanent alliance...
Our war with the Hive is not a matter of strategy or force, Commander, but one of honor. Millions died on Torobottle. Countless more on other worlds of the Empire that collapsed to infighting or further invasion by Xivu Arath. Outside our rituals, the death of even one Cabal demands reprisal. A life for a life. The Hive have accrued a great debt.
And who will raise a monument to your people's honor when the last Cabal dies? Waging a war of vengeance.
You.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Alright, so apparently that was the marker. They, because it disappeared, they wanted me to listen to that. Whoa. I hate you. It's a long time for a corpse to stay in one spot. Alright, so, that guy looked pretty fancy. There's gotta be another... Aha! A new wing. Okay. Crown of Sorrow. Hive artifact. That's pretty enormous.
It is done. We are inexorably bound to the power of this Hive artifact, and to one another. The Crown of Sorrow was once forged by Savathun's hand, designed as a psychic prison, binding the mind of its bearer to her will. Now it serves a new witch. You have become a reaper of darkness, dooming slain nightmares to imprisonment within the crown. Callus has begun to forge a bond between the Leviathan and the dormant pyramid buried on the moon. I do not yet know why or how, but with enough imprisoned nightmares, I can use their essence to invoke a ritual to sever those connections Callus is forging. For now, return to the Leviathan and seek out concentrations of these new nightmares. Destroy them and bind them to the crown. As I warned Zavala, nightmares wear familiar faces and speak with familiar voices. They manifest our darkest fears. You will assist Crow when it comes time to perform the first severance ritual. We both know what form his nightmare will take. It will do everything in its power to stop you. Be wary.
I gotta help Crow again. Ugh. All right. Well, that was really interesting dialogue, opening dialogue. So we're a nightmare of the nightmares, and we're gonna harvest them and imprison them in this crown of sorrow. It is done. We are inexorably bound to the power of this hive artifact and to one another, Eris says, her voice carrying off into the unsettling hum of the crown. She tells you that you will become a reaper of nightmares, dooming them to containment within the crown of sorrow. She assures you that their doom will grant her the knowledge needed to identify and sever Calus's fledgling connection with the lunar pyramid. Eris asks you to take an artifact crafted by her and an associate. She calls it the Nightmare Harvester and claims that it will offer you protection and contain defeated nightmares so they may be returned to the crown. Seek out concentrations of these nightmares, Eris requests. She hopes these battles will prepare you, for it is you who will venture into the Leviathan's depths with Crow once Eris is ready to strike. Lastly, the Nightmare Harvester is wrapped in a note that reads, "A paracausal hand may find this implement manifested as weapon in areas of high nightmare concentration. Wield it well." New Legacy Season. Continue your legacy. Acquire a seasonal heirloom from the vendor below if you wish to continue earning rewards from that season. Okay, so that would be for the season of the Risen, which I still have some things to do on, but I'll do those with other characters. Okay, so we'll press OK. Bound in sorrow. You are bound. Eris has successfully bound your light to that of Crow and Zavala. Oh, gross. Oh man, I hate this dude. Enabling you to traverse the Leviathan with some measure of protection from the nightmares there. Calus has begun to forge a bond between the Leviathan and the dormant pyramid buried on the moon, she says. I do not yet know why or how. You're tasked with exploring the Leviathan to uncover the truth behind Calus's mission and gather essential components so that Eris can begin severing his connection to the lunar pyramid, which will mean confronting one of the ship's most powerful nightmares. You will assist Crow when it comes time to perform the first severance ritual. We both know what form his nightmare will take, Eris warns you. There is no turning back now. Bound in sorrow. Step 1 of 51. 50. Have I ever seen a quest chain that long before? Gather vestiges of dread to power up your Nightmare Harvester. We need 500 of them. Venture into the depths of the Leviathan in search of answers to Emperor Calus's return. Rewards: Figments of Darkness and Umbral Ingram. Okay. We might as well grab, let's see, Melee, yes. Scorn, yes. And I guess we'll fill up on randoms that I can get rid of if they're not applicable. Opulent weapon focusing. The Ostringer. It's a hand cannon. I don't really know what it does. Primary ammo. The Drang is a solar-based sidearm. The Beloved is a solar-based sniper rifle. This was primary, right? Yes. And the Callus Mini Tool, Midas Synergy. Or if that'll go, I guess that'll go with the Mida Tool, huh? It's a submachine gun and it's solar-based. Haunted Weapon Focusing. We have a Void-based trace rifle, a stasis-based rocket launcher, a primary-based scout rifle, an arc-based glaive, a primary-based auto rifle, and a solar-based shotgun without remorse. And then the armor, everybody was talking about the armor and saying how cool it looked. Oh, you can look at the details. Light level 1539. What kind of stats? S 61 points? View stats relative to your current gear or to your overall build. This must be what I have right now in my build. Okay, I'll have to investigate that. What does it require? Umbral Ingram, Legendary Shards, and Opulent Umbral Energy. How do I get Opulent Umbral Energy? Upgrades. Oh boy. There's a lot to do in this season. Feed the Crown Nightmares by completing seasonal quests and seasonal challenges and receiving vendor rank rewards. Use this power to upgrade the Crown of Sorrow. Okay. Oh, this is Opulent, right? No, Figments of Darkness. Okay. Okay, well, for this character, we really need to clean some stuff up here. Keep these two. I don't think I want this. I'll keep the Malfeasance. That seems like it'd be easy to accomplish. Collect data by defeating combatants and completing public events on Europa. I think I already unlocked the Chaperone. Symphony of Death. Collect bones from public events near the Hellmouth. I believe this is tied to Shadow Keep. This is Witch Queen stuff, and I already have Sweet Business. I have Parasite. Enter a Psyops Battleground, decode runic chest. Step 25 of 28. I can do this with any character. Kill the Messenger was the last season. And this is just a general Vanguard thing. I think I'll keep that one. Okay. So my UI is cleaned up. Okay, so apparently my brother's watching. Hey, Mark. That's like internet no-nos. You're not supposed to use people's real names on the interwebs. All right. Hey, wait. He said go to season quests. So we have Bound in Sorrow. Gather vestiges of dread to power up your nightmare. And that's going to be on the Leviathan. Engage with Calus' forces aboard the derelict Leviathan and drive them back by completing tiers of the Nightmare Containment public event in the Castellum. Additionally, explore the pleasure gardens and royal pools. That sounds pretty cool. Okay. Let's just mark both of those. Okay, so now we'll bring up, this is where I was about to go, destinations. And so it's here. I was wondering if there might be a ship out here, like there is Helm for Leviathan. Oh. He's actually in my fire team, but because of the way the audio works, I asked him, it was a jerk move. I told him to keep his mic muted. I told him if he jumped into if he jumped into my team while I was live stream, keep his mic muted because there's a lot of background noise for him. Anyway. Oh my gosh. All right, so we're going to go here. All right, Light Climber, you want to do Castellum or what was the other one? Public events. Let's just try it. Oh gosh, my guy is so underpowered, man. It's like, oh man, it says power level will be raised to 1570, recommended power 1580. I ain't ready for that. I ain't ready for that. So, let me do this. Go to quests. Untag. I think that one was this. Destination. I don't know. Derelict Leviathan Castellum. I thought it was that other one. Quests. Locate on your map. Oh, there it is. Well, maybe. I don't know about that. This is gonna sound crazy, but this Titan might actually need to run, like, grind on Gambit for a little bit and get some gear drops and stuff to get everything filled out so that I have stuff I can use. Well, I don't have a radar icon.
If you have encountered any monsters,
Let us begin.
Whispers in the dark. What first appeared as nonsense and trickery has begun to reveal itself. Certainly we are being manipulated through these interactions, though there is an honesty here, a spark of truth that speaks louder than I sought to allow. I will give it some credence, but please do not let my curiosity infect your truths. What does any of that even mean? Press accept to receive a mysterious transmission. Lost Dead Ghost. Okay, now this is all Shadowkeep stuff then. I think. I'm kind of lost on what to do.
Record a message for the Queen.
Engage with Calus's forces aboard the derelict Leviathan and drive them back by completing tiers of the Nightmare Containment public event in the Castellum.
This Ariana was a soothing voice. If only she were still with us.
I am programmed to thank everyone for their part in the struggle.
Well, I understand it says our power level will be raised to 1570, but it's also recommending, where is it? Oh, it's on the map. A level of 1580, recommended power 1580. And then on top of that, my gear is trash. I don't have any charged with light. I don't have any wells.
Error.
I don't have room for it, really. I'm using a brand new spec that I know nothing about. So I was thinking to try and do the other mission, but I can't find where that's at. It says it's on the Leviathan. I mean, look at these stats. Ugh. 10 higher light levels is nothing. Oh, okay, we'll be fine. Okay. Well, let's launch it then. Fingers crossed. You told me everything was going to be okay. Alright, here we go. Did we get a third? I'm sure we did. Maybe not. Okay. no special ammo. Oh, I'm out of ammo already. Okay. Okay, there's our third over to the left. Containment zone detected. Oh, our containment failed on that last one, I think.
Nightmare rising from the depths of the Leviathan.
Okay, Guardian down. I'm on my way. Oh, he's got you, looks like. He's immune. Okay.
Nightmare rising from the depths of the Leviathan.
I'm down. We got a minute 52 left. There we go. Triumph completed. I'll be honest, I don't know what was going on half that fight. I was just hitting stuff.
When was your last downtime? We've logged a lot of hours this week on patrol.
Noted.
I understand that you want to make up for what happened to Saladin, But burning yourself out isn't the answer. Your heart's in the right place. But we're all under a significant strain. You need to be at the top of your ability. Take a break.
These nightmares have been drawn from the moon by the Leviathan siren song. The trauma that bore them into this world is anchored there, not here. They are lost, perhaps even confused. If such phantoms can experience emotion beyond the snapshot of pain they represent, we may be able to disperse them by resolving their associated traumas.
Okay. Supplies collected 6 of 30. Man, I'm sorry, I didn't realize we were still fighting. Is there more stuff to kill? Yeah, go where the action's at. Nine of 30 supplies. Okay, so we got a looting spree. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the left side now. So we're just doing looting spree. Rally up.
The nightmares are converging on your location. Begin the harvest.
Here they come. They're coming down the stairs. Golly. Don't stand in fire, huh? I died fast. Oh, he's an overload champ. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to find out what kind of weapons do what when it comes to champions. Harvester placed in 40 seconds. I got it.
Nightmares rise, and the harvester stirs to life, yearning for their pain.
I'm exploring.
I feel this guardian's pain so clearly.
I found bad
The
guys
taste of
and
fire
started a
in my
patrol.
mouth, the blind hunger for revenge. They want blood.
Okay, I'm RTB. I was able to get a loot chest down here in the bowels of this ship. Oh man, containment failed again? Maybe that's just scripted. Harvester down. What's that? Core of Dread. Hold still. Oh, I'm supposed to deposit this someplace maybe. Oh, right here. Okay.
Into a physical manifestation of terror. Go forth and be the Reaper. And soon it rises to a call, a malevolent force of terror. Go, showing you know no fear.
Of ammo.
had, what, 4 or 5 of these things haunting you? How did you even sleep?
I do not sleep. I dealt with my demons by confronting them head-on. The words they are saying are your personal truths. They are your thoughts, fears, and nightmares brought to life. That nightmare is no more Uldren Sov than you are.
Oh. Thank you.
I do not require your thanks. I require you to be stronger than your fears.
Okay, my quest says that I'm 60% done exploring the Leviathan. And I have 222 out of 500 vestiges of dread. Oh. Nice. Oh man, this is the best hand cannon I've ever used. I don't normally like hand cannons.
The nightmares are converging on your location. Begin the harvest.
Oh yeah. Jeez, like Climber, you produced 5 orbs of power there. There we go.
Did you think it would be that simple?
Oh.
Another nightmare rises, but this one is stronger. Go and extinguish it. This nightmare is born from an emotion of desperation and loss. And we may be able to dispel it by providing it with a substitutional offering. of death compounding into resentment and hate of the living, this nightmare desires death for others, and it will only fade if you deliver it.
I don't know if I'm going the right way or not. Light. I just kind of saw a passage and explored it. Oh, we're back to the main area. Nightmare Containment Tier 2.
I feel this nightmare's agony and terror. A moment of death stretched across time. It will only be released by more violence on another. rises to her call, a malevolent force of terror. Go. Show it you know no fear.
Checking in from the helm. How's it going on the ground?
Miss Holiday, what a pleasant surprise. I've wanted so much to meet you.
Don't.
Do you feel that, little bird? The urge to wind your fingers around my throat, to squeeze. That's who we are.
I've got just a little bit of exploration left.
I have identified an offering that may have this nightmare disperse. I have transmitted the telemetry to your ghost. Nightmares awaken, and so you become an eater of fear.
Light, I'm back at the public event now. I just had to get the 5% of exploration done.
This nightmare relieves the trauma of a guardian long since dead. Only violence will bring it the catharsis it yearns for. Nightmare has risen nearby. Find it and destroy it. They come screaming from the depths of our collective pain. Destroy them.
Ah, shoot. What do I do with this thing?
This nightmare is a snapshot of suffering, and only through inflicting more pain can we banish it from the Leviathan.
Oh, you're rocking a bow, huh? Oh, you got a whole bunch of weapons. Hey, are you done with your first two quests? The ones that we came here for originally?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, what I'm gonna do, well, I might be speaking from ignorance here, so correct me if I'm wrong. But with those first two quests done, I was going to go back and turn that into the helm. I was going to close this live stream, and I was going to open another live stream for Gambit to try and get my gear kind of halfway fixed. And we can go full comms on that if you wanted to, unless there's something really important that I'm missing here.
I mean, that's fine. Take your quests. Bound in Sorrow, there's 51 steps. We're only on step 2. But we do need to go back to the helm for the Leviathan Returns quest.
Yeah. I don't want to stream on the same thing for like 6 hours.
Copy that.
Like, I don't know how long I've been playing. I started at 12:30, I think, and it's 3 p.m.
Yeah, I'm down for whatever, man. Okay. I'm not picky.
You're getting lit up. Let's kill this guy first. Jeez, those hammers hit pretty hard. Okay, I want to try and teleport out of here. Quests, destinations, helm, and launch. Yeah, 51 steps. I don't think I've ever seen a quest chain that long. I can't really remember for sure, but it doesn't seem like I've seen one really even close to being that long. And that quest they gave us took a while. So the steps might be pretty involved also. Debrief with Eris. Oh, whoops. The Leviathan has become an extension of the lunar pyramid, channeling feelings of shame and regret into reality. Eris explains, adding the nightmares were originally a product of the lunar pyramid's security systems. Eris fears, with the Leviathan acting as a point of resonance, the nightmares could spread to Earth or elsewhere. She also is concerned about what Callus is planning to do with the pyramid. Eris shakes her head. Crow was unprepared to face his own demons when we attempted a severance. She explains that she will help guide Crow so that the next time you venture into the Leviathan's depths, he will be ready. That dude is like the definition of unreliable, man. That guy is sketchy. But growth takes time, and Eris requests that you use yours to continue battling Calus's forces and collecting nightmares for containment. Opulent key, an excessively ornate key for a specific opulent chest. Check the item description for the clue that leads to the right chest. Okay. And Ingram of the Haunted, 1550 power, plus Figments of Darkness. The first time you complete Sever each week, you are guaranteed a high stat piece of armor. That sounds pretty good. Derelict Leviathan Petrified Egregore rewards Vestiges of Dread. I don't even understand what that means. That must be a boss. Derelict Leviathan Petrified Egregore rewards Vestiges of Dread. Okay. Gain the ability to focus Haunted Armor. Armor must be acquired previously in order to focus. Okay, so the first one to take would be Sever Boss High Stat. The first time you complete Sever each week, you are guaranteed a high stat piece of armor. Okay. I think I'll save these. Okay, so I'm going to close this this stream down, and then offline I'm gonna I was thinking about streaming Gambit also, but I don't think so. I think I'm going to do that offline, and I need to investigate my build and my gear and try to get some upgrades. Alright, so again, I'm Aesop Grim. Thanks for coming by the channel. I hope you like what you saw. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. And I will see you in the next episode where the story continues.